Hi there, thank you so much for checking out my channel. My name is Sarah, and you have reached me here at Reflexive Moon Tarot. I will be hosting this full moon in Gemini energy, slash Cancer. So if you follow tropical, the full moon will be in Cancer for you. Also channeling some David Bowie energy. He was born and died around this time. So I was just, so for whatever reason, I think that man has like one of the most beautiful voices, and he does. We just had Christmas, so listening to Christmas carols, that one always comes through. I think it's with him and Bing Crosby or something. They sing The Drummer Boy. But yeah, so that's just me being cheesy. Let's get into this reading, and we're going to draw randomly with my Moonology Oracle card. So various ways you can use this deck, one of them being choosing which sign you do your reading in. We just did Gemini. Let's see who's next. We have Aquarius. So we're sticking with the theme of air signs. Full moon in Aquarius. What does this one have to say? Show the world the real you, Aquarius. Myself included. So without further ado, let's get into this reading. Oh yeah, and I wanted to show you my David Bowie moon card. I drew that card. That's also what, the other day, that's also what got me thinking about doing David Bowie inspired reading. So catch me on Twitch. I will be doing free readings for the next, probably this weekend, but just always catch me on Twitch. Like, if you are not a Twitch follower, you should check out Twitch. There's all kinds of cool shit on there. So, by all means, do it. Let's get into this reading. Oh, I didn't even read about the full moon in Gemini. Start out with that. All right, so we got an important conversation is usually about to happen when the full moon is in Gemini, according to the book. Primarily, the objective is to avoid being superficial. Avoid being superficial, and someone might be trying to flirt with you. So that's definitely not in your best interest. Unless if you just want to be flirty and practice your superficial skills, like by all means. But I don't really think that that's not really an Aquarian agenda. So we'll scratch that. You may need to just laugh off the situation and move on. Yeah. Not a bad idea ever. And if you are applying for any jobs at this time, there should be some good prospects that are available to you. So max out on your opportunities so that you have like room to pick if this is the time to be doing that. And for all you Cancer moon followers, there are some different messages. Like it may be best to move towards what you want in a sideways manner. And meditate to soothe your heightened emotions. Like, Cancers are all about containing their emotions in the shell. So if, as an Aquarian, being connected with emotions is already a little bit difficult, try to avoid being clingy. Not really an Aquarian trait, but if you find yourself that way at this time, it could be that it's the moon that's impacting you in that way. And stop sulking. I know, especially for folks in the northern hemisphere, seasonal affective disorder is at its peak in the next couple of weeks, over the next couple of weeks. So it's been quite dreary, the weather. And if you didn't really get enough time over the holidays with family, now might be the time. If not, maybe next month when the moon, I believe, will actually be in Cancer. So with that, let's get into this read finally. They're like, bitch, shut up. Just do the fucking reading. Just kidding. Ooh, we got the Hermit. So, alone time. So, yeah, maybe waiting for the family moments. Alone time. Also, time to yourself. Knowing yourself well. Having the wisdom of knowledge of self. So, this could be a time to be getting to know you a little bit better. This sign is also ruled by Virgo. So perfecting the knowledge of the self is key. Lighting the way for others as well is a strength of the Hermit. So Virgo and Aquarian energy is weird. I feel like I'm totally proof of that. But yeah, Virgo and Aquarian energy is like just really having very different sides of yourself coexist in a way that is what it is. Because when you have earth and air, like the air will rile up that earthly energy. It will dry out muddiness though, and which can work to a person's advantage and get them staying grounded. And yeah, I mean, it's just a conduit for also the mixing of water. There's all kinds of strengths and weaknesses that come along with that. So crossing, we have emotions. Like I said, water just flew out of the deck. Thank you. So that energy that we need to kind of muddy up the water, or sorry, muddy up the earth, but you know, giving an opportunity for the air to come through, right? Especially with us as Aquarians. Just gonna relight the fire here. Tea lights only last for so long, you know? But love me some tea lights. Done. Spilt water. Are you... Are we letting too much be known at this time? So, something to think about. Are we spilling our emotional beans a little bit too much? It's possible. I mean, that's more of a reverse cup, right? So having a cup upright is like maybe after you've spilt your emotional beans, making sure that you get your cup back ready upright to fill with some new fresh water. You know, go out there and make some moon water. Why not? What have you got to lose, right? The Eight of Wands. So the Eight of Wands reversed means that we're not putting enough energy output in the same direction. Maybe all of our shit's all over the place. And that's, you know, entirely possible. It's not always, like, multitasking is not everybody's forte. It's not a lot of people's forte. And people don't always factor in when multitasking that one of those tasks or all of the tasks that you're trying to get done at the same time are never going to receive all of your energy. So figuring out how to steer away maybe from multitasking could be what works for you, or figuring out how to sustainably put equal amounts of energy into everything. And that can be things like when you're thinking about having good ground and not too muddy waters, having good time management. And that means proactively dealing with things so that you don't have to deal with any setbacks, like, you know, getting stuck in the mud, right? When you're moving on or in between two things that you're trying to work on at the same time. What else have we got here? The Queen of Wands reversed. So within the psyche, there is a lack of confidence. And that can manifest in so many ways. Like, you may not very well be consciously thinking, oh, I don't have as much confidence as I would like to. It could just be manifesting. There could be aggravating factors that are creating barriers to you connecting with your confidence. Jealousy also could be one of them. I don't really feel like that's the case though, because there's a lot, it could be, I mean, feelings of jealousy, there is some definite watery energy here. But more so, I feel like it's not being 100%, not having, like, if you're thinking about the depression of, you know, seasonal affective disorder, or even just in general depression. It doesn't have to have anything to do with the weather. Um, it just really hinders things. That self-loathing that it comes with depression. So just making sure that you are not hating on yourself and really trying to keep things going. Really trying to light your own way and not sabotage yourself. Because you have manifested that power within you. There's somebody within your past as well that you've been dealing with who's having a hard time, that may need you still, that you've come to terms with. This could be an air sign, a feminine figure in your life who is an air sign. That's Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini. But if this is you manifesting or even just picking up on their shit, that could be it as well. But this is an upright Queen of Swords. So harshness with words comes to mind. Dealing with your capacity for harsh words. And just being logical about things. Knowing when things are your own or when you're soaking up things that belong to somebody else. Yeah, because we have some issues with the mind that we need to deal with, that you probably are dealing with. It's just going to be a little bit of time. Perhaps the next lunar cycle, look back and see the improvement that you've made thus far in the next 28 days. Say 28 to 36 days. Give that moonlight a moment, a minute to soak in. The Emperor. Because you have, like, your attitude is boss. Like, you know how to make shit happen. You know how to designate tasks and, like, manage things. It's within you. It's just emotional shit is blocking your ability to connect with it. That's okay. It's not forever. And thank goodness for this Emperor energy. So the fire that you need, that Aries energy, hang it with an Aries, or try and channel some, like, you know, fake it till you make it overconfident. Like, not too much though, because that is not good advice. Don't take that. But, you know, just really, like, Aquarians. Aries, they, oh my gosh, I was going to say Arians. Ew. Ariesies. No, but like Aries, they have, like, they know that they're the shit, and for whatever reason they think that overconfidence and having a massive ego is actually a character asset. And for them, I suppose it works. A lot of people are not always into that, but at the end of the day, a lot of Aries are still fucking awesome, right? So, like, we need them. We need that energy. They're like, they start shit, right? They have that energy to start shit. They're at the beginning of the zodiac. Like, springtime, equinox is like where that constellation sits. Page of Wands. So people see that you are learning and growing. They may see that you're, you know, you have some maturing up to do, which is okay. Like, we all have our cycle, our way of learning and growing in our lives, and how, like, the cosmos impact that and create barriers, like how it aggravates and mitigates the situation. So it's good. It's good. But at the same time, like, your creative energy, how do you want people to perceive that? Do you want to be seen as immature, or do you want to, and just learning, which is okay, or do you want to level up and have people taking you a little bit more seriously? Because people don't really take pages 100% seriously. It is what it is. So how much do you really want to be taken seriously? How much do you really care about what these people think? That's always my question when it comes to this position. And I will probably never change that. But who knows? We have the Eight of Swords reversed. So you see a way out. You know that there's a way out. You have high hopes that a way out is there and that it's all in your head and that you have the mindset to get yourself out of the shit. Because you've done it before. You probably have a really great understanding that this is like cyclical things that you're dealing with. It's the weather, it's where you're at in the world, it's trauma, it's going through certain things in your life around this time and having to reprocess them, because that's what trauma does. So always maintaining a trauma-informed lens is really super important. What happened to you around this time of year last year? How can you acknowledge those things and overcome them and get the ball rolling again for the near future? And, you know, just use the power of your voice, your beautiful voice. Everybody has a beautiful voice. Use it. And as an Aquarian, I strongly believe that like upholding the voices of others is a strength that is carried within that sign. They really truly believe in philanthropy and sustainability and allowing other people, having enough to go around. That is the message of Aquarius. And we have the King of Swords. So again, Aquarius energy, Aquarius, this is you right here. Like this is all the strong things that we have going on. And the King of Swords manages the situation. The King of Swords manages the voice of the people. The King of Swords is literally also the voice of the people. It's a people-centered, a people-oriented monarch, I should say, who values justice. As harsh as it is, like it is just as beautiful as it is harsh when it comes to the justice and the sword that the King of Swords carries, because logic and reason really kind of conquers all with this king. And this king is also emotionally intelligent. So, you know, the voice of reason takes into account other people's emotions and how they may feel. So your outcome is dealing with a person that has a very mature and solid understanding of intentions and the like how reality can impact people's feelings and how that manifests people's and changes people's minds and their ability to deal with themselves and stay grounded, because we did begin with the Hermit here. So we will clarify. We'll clarify this king, because I'm not really a fan of ending off with pips, because, not pips, I mean court cards. Just because, like, who is this person? Is it you? Is it somebody else? But let's see the Two of Wands. So balance, knowing that you're the shit and putting yourself in the right direction. So listening, this person may actually set you in the right direction or validate that you are in the right direction. And if this is you validating yourself and knowing that you have what it takes. Your attitude is spot on. So, thank you so much, Aquarius, for checking out my channel. I appreciate all the likes and subscribes, and we will catch you again next time. Don't forget, look me up on Twitch, Reflexive Moon Tarot. Take care, and bye for now.